try. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever?
Well, good morning everyone. That was the loveliest start to my day that I could have possibly imagined. I hope you enjoyed the little time lapse at the start of this vlog, but I'm really enjoying having my slower, more wholesome mornings, just pottering in the garden, watering the plants that need a water, because this heat wave has scorched a lot of my flowers and I'm determined to make sure that they stay alive. And it's so nice just to sit outside, have my morning coffee and soak in my surroundings. As you would have seen, actually, I have just made like a really little posy glass. Like, it's not exactly anything big. I didn't want to chop too many off so that there weren't any left, and some of them weren't quite white yet. They were still kind of blooming, I think the word is. But I made a really cute little posy glass with some new flowers that I have recently discovered in our garden. That's one of the funniest things about moving into a property that's already, you know, had things put in before you. Obviously you have no idea what's been put in, and as the seasons have been going on, the garden has just been changing. It's been absolutely amazing. So in spring we had the really insane blue bush, which a lot of you guys told me the name of it. I have written it down. We had that stunning blue bush in spring, and then as it's gone into summer we've had some like hydrangeas popping up, we've had some roses, and now some whole new flowers down at the bottom of the garden. I'm not gonna lie, it's in that little trunk that I kind of thought was just weeds, but it seems to be growing some really gorgeous white flowers. But in order to do my flower arranging, I actually have a new little Amazon purchase. This was a recommendation from Josie London, who is the queen of gardening, so anything she recommends with regards to gardening, I will buy. And it's this really cute little heather pink. It's such a shame, actually. I did look if they did green, because my color scheme is green for all of my kind of like garden little like bits and bobs, but they didn't, so I was like, I'll just get the pink. I'll suck it up and get the pink. They are called floral scissors. They're not like secateurs or anything like that. I think they're specifically designed for like flower arranging, but they're also great for like, you know, deadheading and pruning your flowers so that you can create some really gorgeous little displays. Honestly, it would be the dream to one day have a garden that's like full of all these gorgeous flowers that I can just come outside, cut, create a stunning bouquet, all from the comfort of my own garden. That would just be the most wholesome, dreamiest situation to ever have. As you can see, it's another gorgeously sunny day, another heatwave day here in the UK. I saw someone online post actually being like, are we still going to call this a heatwave, or can we just say what it is? Summer. I'm like, but is it summer? Because it is a hot, like the UK never normally gets this hot for an elongated period of time. So the fact that we've had this for like 2 weeks has been absolutely insane, but I'm not complaining. It means I can go outside, sit out in my garden and just just enjoy. I thought I would just take you outside actually, because I feel like it's been a little while since I've shown you the garden. We've had a few little changes. Number one, my olive tree. I did listen to you guys. So many of you were like, that is not a big enough pot. So I ended up picking this one up. I did actually pick this up at Haskins. They have this kind of design. It's the same design as like my other little ones that I got. They had it at B&Q for about £80. I then went to Haskins and got it for £35 on sale. So I was very happy. It was only this particular size that was on sale, but it was a perfect size for my little olive tree. I just love, love, love how it looks. It's so cute, and I love the fact that the pot then matches the rest of the garden. This one is blooming. It's doing really, really well. The gorgeous flowers in it. I need to Google what these are because they're such lovely little white flowers. They are absolutely stunning, so I'm really happy with the progress of that. This is currently the pot that I had my olive tree in. What I'm thinking of doing is using it to repot the hydrangeas, because this pot is like different from all the rest, which if I wouldn't mind if it was different if it was that stunning one. It's just this really boring terracotta pot. So I think I might repot it into that one, and it's also slightly bigger, so it would give them a little bit more room to grow, because this pot wasn't that much bigger than the one that it came in, and I know that you're always supposed to pot it into a bigger pot and upsize. And then down the bottom of the garden is where my mystery flowers have been growing from. These humongous, like look how tall that is. It's like literally reaching up to the pergola. It's absolutely insane. I wanted to chop some of those from the top, but I could barely reach. That was the problem. But they're these really stunning, they almost, if you come closely, look like little daisies, which is so cute. So yeah, they have suddenly just sprouted, and then we've also got some little orange ones down here as well. And oh my goodness, the wisteria I need to show you, because look at all these sprouts that have been coming off. I'm really going to have to dedicate like a full weekend just to tying them up and trying to kind of like guide it over so that it starts properly going over the pergola, because otherwise it's going to kill itself if it just keeps sprouting these, you know, really luscious green sproutlings that are just desperate to find something to cling on to, but they've not got anything. So I'm going to have to like wrap them around the wisteria tree and basically just kind of teach them where to go and like really help them out, because look, it's just absolutely insane. There are so many all the way around trying to reach and find somewhere to climb to. I have basically just been living in linen the past few days. It's literally all I want to wear during this heat wave. Actually, that's a lie. This isn't linen. I thought this dress was, no, this is actually a silk cotton that Karen Millen do. It's a really gorgeous little Karen Millen number. It's quite old. I actually picked it up quite late into the season. I feel like I picked it up in like September of last year, and it has been one of those dresses that I am so glad that I picked up. When I first got it, I barely wore it because obviously it was September. We were going into autumn, winter. It was very floral. It wasn't really quite right for the season, and I was so worried that I'd made a mistake picking it up. Actually, I have gotten so much wear out of it from spring all throughout summer. It's a really gorgeous, super lightweight fabric. It's as light as linen, definitely feels like linen, and I would definitely recommend picking up anything similar. I'll see if I can link something similar that Karen Millen might have down below, whether it's like a midi version or if they have like another mini, because they are so gorgeous. The silk cotton that Karen Millen does is phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So lightweight, so comfy, so easy to wear, and doesn't crease as much as linen. It basically feels like you're wearing linen without the creasiness of it, so I absolutely love it. It's such a gorgeous dress, and I've just gone quite minimal with my Pandora jewellery today, just like my snake chain bracelets. I've gone for the little pearl necklace because I feel like this neckline really needs something a bit more statement. Also, something I need to show you is my shoes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to sit down to talk through these with you. So, these bad boys are my new house shoes, which I know sounds completely ridiculous and was something that I never thought I would be the kind of person to get. And they are probably the ugliest things that I have ever seen. However, I'm a little bit influenced by Alex and his Crocs. He has been loving life in his Crocs. Absolutely loving life. He really loves wearing them around the house. They're so lightweight, they're so breathable. And I was still wearing my slippers about the house because I'm not the kind of person that likes going around barefoot. I don't know about you guys, but it's some kind of sensory thing for me. I just can't walk around bare feet. It feels, even though my house is very clean, like I hoover pretty much every day, the floors are like mopped very often, it just doesn't feel clean to me. And like I hate getting into bed sheets and feeling like my feet are dirty, because then I feel like I'm getting my bed dirty. It's just a very weird thing. But yeah, I wanted to buy some house shoes because my slippers were obviously just getting way too hot. It was getting a little bit ridiculous with, you know, my feet. It wasn't very comfortable, and I saw these actually on De Facto, so I did actually make the order with the other pieces, but I figured when I was doing my what's new in my wardrobe video, it wasn't quite appropriate to show you these because they're probably the most unfashioned thing I have ever shown you, but my goodness, are they comfortable. They are so comfortable, and I'm really going to try and make an effort to not go outside in them. I've a couple of times accidentally like stepped outside and forgotten when I've been like going into the garden. I have to like jump back in and change quickly into my Crocs, so it means that the bottoms are not going to get like mucky at all. It means that I can still wear them, you know, when I'm sitting on the sofa and things like that. So yeah, I feel like they're great for summer because they're really lightweight, really breathable. I know some people would wear these like out properly, but I'm definitely not that person. What I really liked about them though as well is the sole. If I show you, it's got these little like rings which are basically squishy, so it means, and they've also got it under your toes as well, so it basically means that they're super comfortable to wear. This is going to sound so like old lady of me, but I do get quite sore feet if I don't wear good shoes, and if I wear really like flat footed shoes, I do get a little bit like, you just feel, your feet feel very like this, and so I didn't want to get like a really cheapy pair that are going to be like really bad for me. These weren't expensive at all, but they're really good for your feet, and they're very like ergonomic, I think is the word. I believe they're actually, I've seen a few ads popping up on my Instagram recently. I believe they're actually designed by like a Dutch, or is it Danish? It's like a Danish shoe brand, and it was supposed to be all about being good for your feet and like being good for your posture and your back and not kind of causing any like foot damage. I sound like I'm just sitting here trying to justify them. They're ugly, they're ridiculous, but I wanted to buy them, so I bought them. So they're my new house shoes. And here we are. By the way, what do we think of my hair today? So I've gone for the bobby bob, and I actually used my Dyson Airwrap to do it. I used this attachment, and it took a long time, I'm not gonna lie, it took a really long time. I've pretty much got straightening it down to a T. It takes me maybe 10 minutes to straighten my hair like this. It took me about half an hour with this because I'm definitely not used to it. I had to really like try and squish it under, but I'm really wanting to make the most of the Airwrap, as I said before in a previous video, I can't remember which one. I don't want to be at a stage where I've spent this amount of money and I'm literally only using one attachment, because I would just feel like it was such a waste for all the other attachments. I do kind of wish that they sold the Airwrap by itself and then let you buy the attachments individually, but I'm sure that they do that deliberately so that they make sure to sell the entire set every single time they make a sale. So yeah, if you haven't seen my other videos like talking and using the Airwrap, go and check out the recent videos because I have been really enjoying it. And if you have short hair like me and you've been really worried about trying it, really worried about buying it, not really sure how it's going to work with your hair, I would definitely recommend it. Now we have actually got some big home updates happening in this video that I'm so excited for. I have finally had confirmation that I'm going to be having the delivery of my new console table, which I cannot wait for. That is actually going to go here, basically in replacement of the radiator cover. So I'm going to be getting rid of that. We're going to have a really gorgeous console just to sit in front of the radiator. It might be a little bit on show, but I'm not really too bothered about that. I'm not too worried about how it looks, because hopefully the console table will kind of just like hide it somewhat. So this area is going to be changing quite a lot, which I'm really excited about. I'm quite excited for this radiator cover to go, because one of the things I think I've definitely noticed with this room is the fact that it's just very stark. We've obviously got grey carpets and we've got white walls, and it means that this room can be very stark, very white, and I feel like adding pops of wood and adding some like more natural colours and natural elements has really helped to warm it up. So obviously you'll have seen that this is kind of the background to my videos at the moment, and I'm really enjoying it. I love this, just a little pop of wood, and it's actually from the same company I'm going to be getting this from. So this is from a company called Still and Bloom, which are a really gorgeous Etsy seller. They make handmade, stunning, bespoke tables, console tables, benches, kitchen tables, side units, like honestly so many. I'll link to them down below because they have so many gorgeous pieces in, and I've had this one in my collection quite a while, and it's like oak. It's absolutely stunning. It's really affordable as well, so such a great one to look into. But I'm really excited for it to arrive because I just feel like it's going to warm up this area so much. I can have a bit more fun with styling it up as well. I feel like this is just a little bit boring. It's a little bit blur. I want to just add so much more character in here. I feel like one of the main ways that I started to kind of like realise the starkness was when I would be filming videos here, and I would be stood here and I would just look so pale and so washed out, and I feel like it was just because of all the white that's surrounding me. Like obviously I've got the white shelves, I've got the white wardrobe here, there's like a lot of white in this room, so I really feel like adding some wooden accents, adding those more natural tones is really going to help. And as I said, I want to change this up. I think I might be done with the pampas grass. I don't really know. I think maybe I need it to arrive and for me to see it and for me to start styling it before I know for sure whether I am done with it. But I just feel like it's a bit too Instagram, which I know sounds really like harsh considering I am on Instagram and I love Instagram trends and like I love my home to look beautiful, but I just want it to be a little bit more wild, a little bit more natural, a little bit more me. I think especially moving out to Hampshire, I'm a lot less kind of like slick with my style. I think it really helps as well being in an older house. I mean, like adding, you know, antique furniture, like wooden accents into the flat wouldn't have really worked as well. Like whenever I try to add wood into the flat, it just looks a little bit wrong because it was such a modern new flat. It didn't really work. Having an older house, I feel really gives me the kind of like ability to experiment a bit more, to kind of play around with my style, add some older features in, add some like more exciting accents, some wilder things. I'm so excited for it to arrive and for me to style it up because I placed the order back in June. It's been on about a 3-week wait, which isn't too bad considering that it is bespoke made, considering to some other, you know, there are so many like flat pack companies that have like a 6 to 8 week wait on furniture at the moment. So yeah, I've been waiting 3 weeks for this and I have just been so excited. Well, this is the face of a very, very happy girl because my new table has arrived. Oh my goodness, I cannot deal with how beautiful this is. I've just brought it into this room for now just to kind of like get it in the house, but obviously it's got its little feet attached still. I've not taken it out of those just because I can slide it along the wooden floor and then I can just hopefully carry it upstairs myself because I'm home alone today. But oh wow, it's just beautiful. Like I mean I don't love feeling it because it feels like rough, but that's kind of what I love about it. Like it's so rough, it's so, you know, just like classic wood. And so as I said, it is from the company Still and Bloom, which I am just absolutely obsessed with. They have so many gorgeous pieces. They're on Etsy. They've also got their Instagram down there, Instagram Still and Bloom, and they just have so many gorgeous pieces. They do like homemade, like bespoke made side tables, console units, benches, like full-on kitchen tables. So many gorgeous bits. So I've gone for the natural wood, which I really like. It's quite light. I feel like it's going to be really easily stylable, but hopefully it's just going to add a little bit of warmth into my dressing room. But ooh, I'm just so in love with it. So in love with it. Whew, oh my goodness me, I've just carried that all the way upstairs. I am absolutely sweating now. It wasn't like it was too heavy, but we just have quite a narrow staircase, and also I'm wearing a long dress and I was kind of like trying not to step on my dress, trying not to hit the wall with it, but ta-da! Here she is! Oh my goodness, I'm absolutely in love with her. So this is where I kind of planned on putting her and planned on setting her up. So I need to get the little blue things off her feet. So, as I said, I wanted her to basically replace the radiator cover because I wanted to add a little bit more warmth into this corner and I wanted it just to be a little bit more natural. So this is the one that I had before. Looking at them, they're definitely different colours, and I don't know if that's just because this one's aged a little bit, because I get natural. See, there's like lots of different finishes that you can ask for. Natural is my favourite, and I'm pretty sure these are both in natural. So I think this one's just gone a bit darker. It might just be because obviously with oak and like wood, you know, they change, they mould, like each kind of piece of wood is a little bit different, but I love how it looks. I think it's just so gorgeous here. It adds such a lovely bit of warmth, and it's like the perfect height as well. So I'm going to completely cover the radiator like a radiator cover would, but I'm more than okay with that. So I'm going to get these pieces off, put it in position, and we can see what it looks like. So do you see what I mean when I said that it wouldn't fully cover the radiator? It's not like tall enough to go over it or anything, but I wouldn't want it to, because obviously that is a little bit of like a risk having like, you know, real wood over the top of a radiator, but I think that's absolutely fine, especially when I start to kind of style it up. You're not going to notice it behind the console table at all. Just need to pull it over a little bit. It's quite an ugly radiator, so it's not one that I really like. I don't want to have it on show. I want to make sure that it's hidden behind something, but I think it looks so lovely. It really does help just to add a little bit of warmth to this corner. It just helps kind of like just add a bit of something so it's not so stark and white. I think I'm going to see if I can reuse this radiator somewhere else in the house. I think the living room might need a radiator cover, so we'll see. And just, it means I don't have to like get rid of it. I can reuse it somewhere else, but I am so happy with how this is looking. I think in terms of styling, I definitely want to change it up a bit and get some new pieces for the unit, because I feel like the pampas grass, the very kind of like white aesthetic that I had on there before, just isn't going to quite work. I definitely want it to be a little bit more raw, a little bit more natural. One thing that I really love about Still in Bloom actually is they like repost a lot of photos from their customers, and they create really gorgeous like styling edits of their pieces. So I always like to go onto their Instagram page for like a bit of inspo, so I can see kind of how other people are styling up the console. But I'm also thinking of popping out later. There's a really gorgeous like antique you know, like warehouse not too far from me, so I might pop out there and see if there's anything that I can find that's a little bit more like rustic, a little bit more antique-y, that I can add onto the console table that are really going to work with it, because I do feel like the more natural vibe just doesn't work with the more kind of like crisp, clean aesthetic. I definitely think I made the decision to get rid of the pampas grass. I just don't think it really works anymore. I don't think it's really my vibe anymore. I'm much more into like gorgeous bouquets, wildflowers, things like that. So I think I want to look for maybe another faux bouquet that I could put up here as well, because I really love my ones that are downstairs. As much as I love real flowers and as much as I love like my real bouquets, faux bouquets are just very like easy, you know, they're always going to be there, they're not going to die, they're always going to look beautiful. So I might see if I can find some more. Gosh, I am shiny from all this furniture moving, but yeah, that's the plan of action. But I am just so in love with how this looks. Good morning everyone. I am outfit repeating today. I am wearing up my favorite Karen Millen silk cotton dress again. Today is another heat wave day, which I feel like at this point we are very done with heat. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say it because I do absolutely love summer. It's like literally my favorite season. I love how like sunny and bright and beautiful it is. The sunny weathers and like the warmer days always makes me so much happier, but this heat is a lot. I feel like you can see I'm already getting really shiny, and I have a very finite number of dresses that I want to wear when it's this hot. I want something really loose, really lightweight, you know, nothing with like a like tight waistband or anything like that. So I'm wearing my Karen Millen one again today, so I hope you don't mind. But you guys know I'm like the biggest outfit repeater in the entire world, but I've got some bits to update you on. I ended up going to the antique store yesterday. I didn't end up taking you with me just because it is quite like an old-fashioned antique store. I feel like they don't really understand vlogging and YouTubers and like why you would want to film inside and things like that, so I thought I would just go have a nice time, have a little wander around myself and see if there's anything that I fancied. And I did end up picking up a couple of bits which I'm really happy about. So I basically spent last night just having a little play around with the console table, styling it up a little bit. I know normally we'd like style it up together, but I don't really know if you guys are getting bored of just seeing time lapses of me like moving little pieces here and there. So I thought I would style them up myself, get it to a place I'm really happy with, and then give you a bit of a reveal and show you what I picked up, because I am really happy with how this room is looking. Not just the console table, but I feel like I'm really have made this room into a little bit more of like a homely space, and I feel like it's just feeling a lot more styled up in here now, and a lot more like a space that I want to be in, which I'm really happy about. So here she is in all of her glory. I am so in love with this little space over here now. I think it just looks so lovely. I feel like the radiator is really well hidden as well. I mean, I know that you can kind of just about see it like through the gaps, but I feel like it's not that obvious. It's not that like in your face, and it really doesn't bother me at all. So the two new pieces that I picked up, first of all, is this gorgeous little basket. It's like a really antique-y basket that I saw and I just fell in love with it. I think I literally got this for like £10, which is so fab, because even somewhere like TK Maxx will probably sell that for like 25 quid. So I thought this would be really lovely to keep here. I can obviously keep it on top. I can put things inside it if I'm like unboxing anything, or I can obviously move it and use this space as more of like an actual functioning table if I want to, which I thought would be like quite nice. All I could do is just take the basket off and just like slide it underneath. I thought that would be quite cute. I then also picked up this really cute little vase. I absolutely adore it, and I've styled it up with some faux flowers. As I said, I wanted something a little bit wild, a little bit fun. So these are just some flowers that I picked up at TK Maxx actually, and I really like them. They do really great faux flowers. Would definitely recommend checking them out. So they've got these really gorgeous, like these were on sale for like £5 each. So I've got 2 stems of these and then 1 stem of the eucalyptus, and I feel like it looks really wild, really cute. I absolutely love how it just kind of like dances out of the vase. I think it looks so cute. And then I've decided to take my shell vase out of my shelves. I've kind of given my shelves the tiniest little rearrange. Like I've just put my little Ted Baker wicker bag up there, and then where the shell vase was, it was down here. I've put my Chloe one because that one's never really shown, like you can't see it behind the chair, and I really love my shell vase, so I wanted to get it out. This is actually still available at H&M if you did want to pick it up. They have this vase, and I think they still have the tray, so I'll link it down below for you guys if you do want to shop it. So many of you guys have bought this vase after seeing it in like my vlogs and on my Instagram. I absolutely adore it. I know they're like slightly different colours, but I feel like I don't mind that. I feel like it kind of adds to the rustic nature of it, which I just think is really cute. And then down here I just wanted to do something fairly simple. So this is actually another little H&M find. I'll see if it's still online. I do absolutely adore H&M Home. If you're looking for some very affordable, like really easily stylable pieces, I definitely recommend checking out H&M Home. They have so many gorgeous bits. This is like a really gorgeous bust I got from H&M Home. And then I've just added my little Coach bag with a little book. I'm not entirely sure if I'm in love with this bottom section, but I feel like it's cute for now. I kind of wish I had like a big vase to go there instead of the sculpture, but yeah, I think it works for now. I think it looks really lovely. I was undecided if I wanted to keep this print here, but I think I do. I think I quite like it. I'm not entirely sure if I want to put it on the wall. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about this little section over here? I really love like all the rattan tying together the like natural fibres of the like, you know, the straw basket and like the natural colours of the table. So I'm really happy. And then I've ended up styling up a little bit more than just the table. So I've also tried to style up this console unit a little bit more because I really like this. This is obviously in the background as I'm like, you know, doing my outfits and things like that. So I really wanted it to look really lovely. So basically I have added some more flowers that I found from TK Maxx. As I said, I'm done with the pampas grass. This vase, another H&M Home find. Oh my goodness, I'm such a creature of habit. Another H&M Home find, but I got rid of the pampas grass out of here and I want something a little bit more natural. So these are some faux hydrangeas, which I think look really cute. I'm not entirely sure if it needs a bit more foliage coming out, but I quite like the fact that it's just quite like upright, it's quite sweet, it's quite tall. It's very different from this one, which I kind of like. I think it looks really lovely. The other side of this, I've just got my Loewe basket on top and then a little H&M Home pot as well. And then what I've decided to do with my little picnic basket, you know, my favourite one from Amazon Fashion, I've just put it at the top here, which I used to always say I would never put things at the top of the wardrobe, and I think I'm going to keep that with not putting anything up here, but I think that works. I think it looks really lovely up there, and it just kind of, as I said, has styled up the room a little bit more. I feel like it looks really lovely. Like, look at this background for like outfit photos, for showing you guys, you know, what's new in and things like that. It just makes me so happy. I am just in love with how this room is looking now. Okay, this is going to be really tricky to show you because it's going to end up getting really backlit, but I've realised I've not really shown you this area for a while. I've just got my fan down here, but this is like my makeup station and obviously the kind of side of the room that you never really see. So I haven't shown you these. These I actually picked up from IKEA. They were literally £3 each and I just cut them to size. You can kind of see this one I had to cut because it wasn't quite long enough, so I just had to do a little extra section there. But I've got those because it means that all the light still comes into this room, but no one can see in, because obviously, you know, when I'm in here, I'm changing, I'm filming, I'm like trying on lots of different outfits, and then I've just kind of got my little makeup station set up. So I've obviously got this table which came with me from the old flat, which I absolutely adore. This was I think it was a TK Maxx / HomeSense find, which I absolutely adore. I've also got my rattan chair that my dad has brought back to life about 3 times now, which I do just absolutely love. I feel like it just works with this table so well. And then I've got my little mirror up here, which is so handy to be able to do my makeup and all of the stuff that I need, you know, like my Dyson Airwrap. I've got my Pandora jewellery all in there, everything that I really need. So yeah, I realised I'm not really showing you this. It's ended up being a little bit of an office room tour, but but I thought I would give you a little bit of an update because you never actually see the side of the room, and it's a side that I've been like wanting to get a little bit nicer and a little bit more kind of like curated, just to kind of tie in with the rest of the room. So I'm really happy with how the room's looking. A little console table behind me. Oh, it's really coming together. Well, this is quite a cute little setup, isn't it? Oh, I quite like this. I really do feel like it definitely helps having the more natural tones and just making this area less stark and less, it was just so like white, and now it's a little bit more kind of like natural, it's a little bit softer. But I wanted to sit down because I have a few things to unbox with you. Oh, this is actually a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. I have quite a few exciting things that have arrived. We've had some major deliveries come in the last couple of days, so I thought I would show you everything that arrived. We could do a bit of an unboxing and I can show you the new in pieces. So I'm gonna have to put this down. I'm gonna start with a delivery from Duvals. Now Duvals are a brand that I absolutely adore. I use a lot of their like oils, their argan oils, their body creams, and they have recently released something that I'm so excited to try. So we have here 2 new products, one of which, as I said, I'm so excited to try, is the Lash Grow Serum. This is basically an eyelash conditioner. Now I'm quite lucky, I don't have the shortest lashes in the world. I have quite dark lashes naturally, but they're just very straight and they're not overly like curly and like voluminous. So I'm really excited to give this a try and just see how it helps, because I feel like especially in heat like this, things like on holiday, you don't want to be wearing like loads of mascara. So I've been really excited to give this a try and see how it kind of fares. I'm gonna have to take like a little before photo because I feel like it's one of those things where, because it's so small and minuscule, if you don't take a photo you might not realise the change. So I'm really excited to give that a try. They've also very kindly sent over their argan oil moisturiser, which it says here it's light enough to use on your face as well as an intensely nourishing body moisturiser. So that sounds really, really lovely. I feel like that might be a good one to take on holiday with you because it's so tiny. I'll definitely have to give that a go. Let's put a little bit on the back of my hand. I mean, it always smells absolutely amazing. Oh, it's not actually as greasy as I thought it was going to be. That's a really, really lovely kind of serum moisturiser. That's so interesting. So what a lovely little gift from Duvals. Next, we've got a few things from Aroma Active Laboratories, which is something that I have never heard of, a brand that I've never tried before. So they reached out and asked if I wanted to give a few things a go, so I thought I would test out a few of their new in pieces. So first of all, we have the Soothing Universal Repair Cream. Now this says that it is a soothing and calming blend of blue tansy, immortelle, adaptogenic, lavender and patchouli combined for their moisturising and cooling effect. Oh, so this kind of almost sounds like a bit of an after sun type thing. A quickly absorbent all-purpose barrier building cream to hydrate dry or irritated skin wherever you need it. That sounds really, really great. Definitely excited to give that a go. We then have the Sleep Pulse Point Rollable. Now you guys know I absolutely love these, and I feel like these rollables are great to take on holiday. I normally use like a pillow spray at night, but I do find that having a pillow spray, it's a little bit bulky to take with you, like it's a little bit too much to take like on a week's holiday. So these are really great just to kind of put a little bit on the palms of your hands, on like your wrists, and then like as you're sleeping you can kind of smell it. I find it so lovely, so I might give this a try. I've got still a little while till I go away on holidays, so I feel like this might be a really, really lovely one to try, start using now so that I can kind of get used to it. I never like to use a new one, like a brand new one when I go away. I want to smell something really familiar. I want it to smell like home. So if you are going to like be purchasing one for holiday, I definitely recommend using it for at least a week before you go so that it becomes like a really lovely and familiar scent. And then lastly from Aroma Active, we have the Soothing Body and Face Cleanser, formulated to nourish dry or irritated skin. I feel like this brand is all about basically like dry skin, irritated skin, kind of like eczema prone, you know, if you've got like sensitive skin, which I really do. So I'm excited to give this a try. This sounds really, really lovely. A soothing blend of essential oils known for their calming and cooling effects. I really like the sound of that, because you guys know what I'm like when it comes to facial cleansers. I'm very, very particular about what I like, and some of them have really irritated my skin, some of them have really dried me out. So I'm really excited to give it that a go. So another lovely PR delivery. Next up, we have not even done the Satisfy How good is that? So Hairbus actually really kindly reached out, and after they saw my last video where I was using, which also thank you so much to those of you that mentioned that it has to be 2, because the first time I took it I never really like read it properly, so it was 2 hair gummies a day. And after seeing that video they asked if I wanted to try some other products from their range. So they really kindly sent me a few top-ups of the chewable hair vitamins, which honestly I'm obsessed with. They are so great. I feel like they're really helping in terms of just kind of like really helping with like smoothing my hair. I definitely think it's growing a bit quicker than it normally does. I think I might need a cut soon, but yeah, I'm really enjoying those. They've really kindly sent me a big top up of those. They have also sent over, I'm gonna put this down, they have also sent over the Hairbus Long and Healthy Hair Mask, which I'm really excited to try. I feel like I have not done a mask in a really long time. I used to be really good at hair masking, doing like 1 a week. I don't think I've done one for like the last month, which is really bad. So I'm excited to give this a try, because I feel like Hairbus is basically just all about really lovely, healthy hair. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. That smells kind of similar to the is it John Frieda? No, the L'Oreal hair colour. It basically smells kind of similar to the shampoos that my hairdresser uses on me. It's the L'Oreal Professional one, but that smells absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited to give that a go. It's got avocado and coconut. That's what I'm smelling, it's the coconuts. They have then very kindly sent over the shampoo and conditioner, which I'm so excited to give a try. Can we just appreciate this packaging? Like, I just love the packaging of Hairbus. It's so like cutesy. It's so girly. I absolutely adore it. So we've got the shampoo and conditioner. They both have avocado and coconut. They say they're for all hair types, which is quite nice. So basically it's kind of designed at both like strengthening and kind of helping grow your hair, so just keeping it really strong, really healthy, really lovely. So I'm so excited to try those as well. I feel like those alongside the mask will be such a great duo. And then lastly, something that I'm super excited about is the Volume and Growth Elixir. I feel like they really focus on growth a lot. For me, it's not so much about growth, it's just about healthy hair. But the main thing that I really liked about the look of this is that it said it improves gloss. And that's something that I do sometimes struggle with. I feel like it's really hard to get your hair looking glossy and shiny and like that really healthy, glowy kind of like, you know, when you swish it and you just get that like glossy shine. I feel like having brunette hair, it's quite easy for it to look quite dull and flat, and it's not as easy for it to be like really shiny and glossy. So I'm so excited to give this a try and just kind of help with the glossiness of my hair. So I just dropped that and it landed. It actually landed face up. It's like the bottle flip challenge, but accidental. I cannot talk this morning. So the last thing to unbox with you, I am so excited about, because I feel like I have been needing a new one of these for an absolute age. When you see what I have been using for the last, I think it might be like 5 years, you'll be so ashamed of me. So this is from a brand called Lily & Bean, who I have admired for so long. They have so many gorgeous pieces on there, and I saw this on Lily & Bean recently and I was like, I have to do it. I have to do it. I have been needing a new one for far too long, and now is the time, and that is a new vanity case. And you might be able to see really closely there. It is engraved Ellie Mae. How cute is that? So it's just a really lovely leather vanity case. It's just so beautiful. I have been needing a new vanity case for literally years. I'm actually still using the Lydia Millen Elizabeth Arden collaboration vanity case from literally about 5 years ago, and it has served me well, it has done me great, but I really wanted just like a new little upgrade, a new gorgeous number. And I also wanted something a bit darker, because I do find, you know, when foundation spills or things happen, I wanted something that's not going to kind of show as much. I think this looks like a really good size. Oh my gosh, cute, there's like a little person here. Oh, that's absolutely adorable. I love that so much. Now, there's not a mirror, unfortunately, but to be fair, I never really use the mirror in the other one anyway. I'll always just use like a mirror from a powder or something whenever I go away. But I feel like I need to start loading this up now with all of my makeup and filling it and basically replacing my old one and getting it on my vanity, because I really love for your vanity to look beautiful. I feel like it's really important. These I take away with me on holiday as well. I find them really easy to transport, and just the fact that it's got my initials engraved is so special. So absolutely obsessed with this. Okay, so this is the one that I've literally been using for the last 5 years. I feel like it is held up pretty darn well. I mean, it's looking a little bit battered and bruised, but 5 years going strong, not too bad. And then here is the beautiful nuance. It's a little bit bigger, slightly bigger, which is great because I do find that I often struggle for room with this one. And what I quite like about doing this is I can kind of take stock of what I'm kind of keeping in my everyday makeup bag and go through it and basically make sure that it's all should be in there and that I'm not kind of like carrying something around with me that I'm not actually getting the use out of. So let me put you somewhere so you can like see it properly. So I feel like this is just going to have to be the best angle as I'm going through this. So first of all, the Emma Hardy SPF 30 Protect and Prime. Have been using this literally every single day. I love it so much. It's such a great daily SPF. I will top up with a factor 50 as well. I can't get the lid to stay down on this. I usually top up with a factor 50 as well, just to make sure that I'm like fully covered throughout the day. But I really like that as just like my kind of first SPF of the morning. It's such a great one. Now I've not been using this as much. This is the Mercier Tinted Moisturiser, mainly because it's slightly light as I have my fake tan on. It's W1W1 Porcelain, so I might take that one out because I feel like I need to get that in a darker shade. What I've been using pretty much every day as my base, I kind of mix two together. I've got the H2O Skin Tint from Pixie in the shade Nude, and then I've got the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in Yukon, and I really like these two as a mixture. The skin tint is so great. If you're having a no makeup day, this is what I usually go for. I use it like, apply it with my fingers, apply it like a moisturizer, and it's so fab. But if I want to look like I'm wearing foundation, if I want something to like really last and give me quite a perfected finish, I'll mix it in with the NARS. I feel like that's coming out. I'll mix it in with the NARS one. So I really love this like combo together. I've then got the Pixie Makeup Fixing Mist. I use this literally every day. Love this so much. What else have we got in here? The Laura Mercier bronzer, my current favorite bronzer at the moment. Of course, a little beauty sponge. I've got two mascaras, which I definitely need to get rid of. This one, this is the Lancome Hypnose. This has been my favorite mascara for such a long time, until I recently discovered this. I was sent this from Laura Mercier, and it's the Caviar Volume. This one, I think it's time to bin. I think it's time to bin. You're only supposed to keep mascaras for 6 months, and I'm pretty sure I've had that probably about 6 months now. We've also got the Laura Mercier. This is the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Weight Concealer. This is such a good concealer. I then have my brow products. Where's my Dior? There we go. This is what I always use on my eyebrows, my Refi and my Dior brow pencil. They are so great. I have a Lancome. This is my waterproof mascara, which I might take out for now. Or do I leave it in? Because it's really handy when I've got days where I know I'm going to leave it in. I feel like it's handy to have a waterproof mascara in your makeup bag. This is the NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base. I absolutely adore this. It's such a good one. I also use it. Top tip, if you've got like a really bad spot or like something that you need to cover, I'll put a bit of that just to prime it, and then we'll put concealer on top, and it just helps it last all day. I've then got the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser Blush, which I really love. I use that on my eyes and my cheeks. Of course, we've got my eyelash colours. I also have the NARS Euphoria palette, which I absolutely love. I probably should get a new one, or at least find a new palette that I love just as much, because this one is kind of breaking on the side. I don't know if you, there we go. Honestly, so bad. So I really should look at getting a new one. I then have the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick, which I really love. This is in the shade Striker Rose. Just such a gorgeous pinky nudie shade. I really love those as well. I haven't been using, well, actually, do I take this out? Because I've not been using this nearly as much. I'm not enjoying shimmer eyeshadows at the moment. Maybe I will when winter rolls around again. I think I'm going to take this out. Take that one out. We then have, don't know why I have two of them, my NARS Orgasm Lip Balm. Absolutely adore these. They are just so fab. I'm going to keep one in there. Okay, that one, oh my goodness. I'm officially at the end. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever actually finished a lipstick before. Okay, right, that one can stay in here. And then this one, it can stay in the makeup bag with my Clinique lip liner. And then I always have at the bottom of my makeup bag, which looks really weird and really dodge, but is so handy if you know my eyeliner technique, which I've not been doing my eyeliner for a few days. I feel like it's just been too hot for eyeliner, to be perfectly honest with you. So I've kind of been just keeping my makeup very minimal and just doing a bit of mascara. But I always have at the bottom of my makeup bag Q-tips. Just so that I can do my eyeliner. And I've just realised actually these has got, ooh, they've got like little pouches Oh my gosh, that is actually adorable, so that I don't have to worry. And then we basically just have a lot of crap at the bottom of my makeup bag, which is so gross. That has gotten so... Am I going to show you this? Look at the bottom of that. That's so gross, but as I said, have had it for a good 5 years. This one had a mirror, but I literally never ever used it, so I'm not too worried about the fact that this one doesn't have a mirror. But here we go. This is my everyday makeup. Everything nicely packed inside of there, and look at this little pouch. This is what I was getting really excited about. There's a little pocket on the side, so I can just keep the Q-tips there, and then they don't like spill everywhere and like get, you know, in the way of anything. So yeah, very nice. Oh my gosh, I just love how it looks. It's such a gorgeous vanity case. I've just got it there in front of my mirror, so that it's ready for me to use every single morning. But that was actually a really satisfying job. I feel like I've not properly kind of culled what's in my makeup bag. It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it might be, because I know what I can be like. So it wasn't too horrendous, but I would definitely recommend going through your makeup bag, having a little bit of a cull. I will link to this Lily and Bean one down below because it's so gorgeous. I think that'll make such a lovely present as well, because like a lot of people have, you know, their makeup bags and things like that, but they don't necessarily have a lovely personalized one. So I think that's such a lovely little gift. I feel like I should use this mirror to vlog more, because I actually quite like this kind of like setup with the mirror, you know, with like everything behind and with the mirror here. But yeah, anyway, I'll link it down below because I absolutely love it. Well, I think I'm going to leave this video here because this has been a big old home update. Lots of unboxings, lots of things that I have been showing you, so I really hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I feel like it's been quite a while since we last did like a home vlog. Do I add this to the moving vlog playlist? Oh, good question. I feel like it's been so long since we last did like a properly, you know, like home focused vlog where I've like added some new bits in, which actually I'm really excited. I feel like when autumn rolls around, I'm definitely going to reignite my spark for home loving and homeware and home updates, because I feel like in summer I just kind of paused on like updating the house. And once autumn rolls around, I'm definitely going to start reigniting that love again and looking at updating a few of the rooms. So stay tuned for that. But for now, we're still in serious summer mode. I'm going to be going away soon, which I cannot wait for. I've got lots more fashiony pieces to show you ready for my trip. So make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I feel like it's been a while since I reminded you. And I know some of you guys that watch these videos aren't always like subscribed. You just kind of like come when you see that I put them up on my Instagram. So I'd really absolutely love it if you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out to know that you want to come back and see more videos. So on that note, I hope you have the loveliest evening, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.